for them. Hello, Darrell. Seconds. Up. You have plenty for them. We got plenty for them. This is Rowley. This one is up for them. Watermelon. 20 seconds. Hello, Pamela. 10 seconds. Hello, good afternoon. Yeah, Darrell, it is what it is. Hey, Sharon the Patriot, how you doing? 10 seconds. Of course. Win, win, win. Win, win, win. That's right. Win, win, win. That's all we're doing. Win, win, win. Win, win, win. That's all it is. Share the live, share the live. You got a lot to share. A lot to share. Share the live. 5 seconds, and then I start. Done. All right. Enough music. Enough music. I'm in a good mood today. Why? Yeah. Just to let you all know, last night I saw it live. Was epic in the Southland. You folks did down there. You guys were wonderful. You did awesome. Everything all above. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Now we're on the campaign trail. Now we're starting now. And now we're going to start to hammer them and show them what we are. Let them take jam, take wine. That's what I play the song for. Right? All we have to do is win, win, win. That's it. Win, win, win. Win, win, win. Nothing else but win, win, win. That's what we're here for. Share the live. We got a lot to talk about. Right? Anyhow. So, Scandals is bye-bye. Have a nice day. Nice knowing you. It was great, but guess what? We don't want you because you decide you want to be bullnose because Christopher Sabgarowley decided he want to shove it down our throat and said, take it or leave it. Well, guess what? We're not taking it. You leave it. And we're making sure they not come back here again. All right? This is what it is. Win for all of us. Win for all of us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. That's what we are. That's who we are. Don't want to hear nothing about race. I don't want to hear nothing about prejudice. I don't want to hear nothing about that. We are one people under one flag. And that's what we are. And we'll always be that way. And we're going to push that narrative until everybody get in their friggin' head that, you know what? Together we stand and divided we fall. This is what we are. All right? None of crap. What belongs in Trinidad belongs to me. What belongs in Tobago belongs to you. Okay? Nothing, no crap, but this is mine and this is mine. Bull. None of that. So, anyhow, right? Who won the race? We won the battle. We won the war this time. Right? So, for now. Anyhow, so, they're all mad because they can't believe how they got jammed. How they got jammed. They felt that, you know what? We would have sat there and took their BS. Right? And we did not. And we stood up. And this is the kind of action we need. Standing up to these miscreants. Because you have to understand, the people who have elected into office decided for themselves that they're going to be elected into power. And because of that, they no longer care about you after they get elected into office. Because now it's a power trip. Oh, I want a nice new Jaguar. I want a nice new BMW. I want a nice new Mercedes-Benz. On the people's back, I do tax free. And I get a vehicle allowance. So who the hell cares? Come election time, I give you rah, 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 rah. You believe that? And a free t-shirt and maybe a phone card, and everybody stay happy. Right? And this is what happened. Because they have trained our minds, a lot of us, not all of us, some of us, our mindsets, to think that short-term benefit will translate into something long-term for us. And that doesn't work. Because now the people are waking up. We are highly intelligent people. Stop sitting on our brains and let these unintelligent fools decide for us how they want to see us and how they want to see for our children. We are not our parents and our grandparents. We are the new generation, new thinking, new thoughts. And we have to push ourselves up in order to compete with the world. The problem is that, and if you think I'm joking with this, look and see in Trinidad and Tobago, this is supposed to be the third wealthiest country by GDP after the United States, Canada, and then Trinidad and Tobago. Not Mexico, not Brazil, but Trinidad and Tobago. And look and see what we have to deal with. We are dealing with people who don't have a clue or a care of how to move forward. They have no idea. So the idea is Sanders was the greatest game changer. It's one of the most stupidest ideas I've ever heard. Stupid as freeze. Anybody put that damn thing and stuff like that on Friendly Tale. And that's a plan to a lot of them. So they're not understanding that Sanders is a predator. And they have been a predator all over the Caribbean. So what they do is that Sanders works like how in the Western Hemisphere. Thank you, Chester. Sanders work the same way like how the THA works for Tobagonians. Same kind of idea. The idea is that I'll be the largest employer, but at the same time, I'll dictate and tell you how much I'm going to pay you and how I'm going to pay you and when I'm going to pay you. At the same time, you don't accept tips, so there's no foreign exchange. And then when I get the bulk of the money now, then I'll decide how much I'll give to the government. If you think I'm lying to you, see the Bahamas, see Antigua, see what happened to them. Go look around in the surrounding areas around East Sandals and the people who live there and see how they live, right? If you think you're going to make $5,000 a month as a butler, think again. Now, they're not going to give the PP coverage of what happened last night, when they opened a Big South office with a lot of crowd, but yet they're going to give coverage in Tobago for these 12 Deadwood PNM members who's protesting. They want Sanders back. I've never seen a bunch of moronic, massa, plantation sellouts, right? House Negroes, you call it anything you want because I can say it. I don't care, right? Coming there and begging for Sanders to come back. Well, tell these idiots Sanders ain't coming back and too bad. You don't like it? Get over it, right? It's as simple as that. And if they try to come back and go back in that same place, I'm hammering them again, right? Our government willing to spend $7 billion and mortgage our treasury and mortgage our citizens, right, money to go and bring a foreign entity like Sanders to not only destroy the reef, right, but also to go in and manipulate us. Sanders owns the Observer, the Jamaica Observer in Jamaica. And the reason why the allied Jamaicans, they're scared, government are scared to move against Sanders is because of the fact that Sanders is actually the largest private employer. At the same time, Sanders owns the Jamaica Observer. And if anytime the Jamaican government try to move against them, the Jamaica Observer will generate a lot of negative press against the government. So they're scared of that. So when you go there, you'll see all the people working in poverty. They were complaining one time how the performers won't get paid at the right amount because they can hardly afford it. It's like a take it or leave it kind of attitude. And it's barely there to equal an existence. That's how they are. Go speak to the taxi drivers there. Go speak to everyone who provides service there. And they show you they're barely making an existence. I know this idiot, well, they want to come and bring that here. Well, tell him, you ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen nothing yet. Right? So I'll be quick and then we move on to other things. So I was going through the MOU. Page number 5. And I'm going to print it again. Page number 5, 17. Listen to this crap. This tell you how nasty our government is. Procure that the necessary laws, regulations, or orders are enacted or made to give effect to this agreement and any subsequent agreements. This is scary. That means what they're trying to tell is that they're going to hijack our parliament to tell them we must make laws to suit Sandals. All y'all must be mad. All y'all must be mad. Right? I will fight you all to my last breath. Okay? That's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. Right? Imagine that. And I know everybody say, oh, it's another agreement and everything like that is an MOU. An MOU is a letter of intent stating this is how we're going to go about doing our contract. You're going to vary from the contract, maybe 5% off, 10% here, but you're not going to vary much from what they're asking for in an MOU. Right? Someone is subjected to negotiation, but the negotiation is not that far off from what they're asking for. And they don't understand this. Right? Not understanding this. Right? Sandals is just like the damn PNMTH. Same thing. Play. That's what they do. They victimization. When they can't get their way, they start victimizing everybody. So what happened to Antigua? When Antigua said they wanted their money, Sandals owed them about $25 million US. And guess what had to happen? Sandals shut down for 3 months to spike. After that, what they did is that they had to come back to the table and say, okay, you know what? Sandals will settle with you for $12 million. And then from $12 million, it went down to $8 million. Right? Playing games. So what is needed, and that Sandals model is a Club Med model. Club Med started the whole all-inclusive. Where's Club Med right now? They are gone. Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Right? So they're gone. We don't need an old model. We don't need to be saddled with that because what Tobagonians don't understand, they have just dodged a bullet. And I'll tell you why they just dodged a bullet. Because just imagine, the THA right now employs 70% of the population. I'm sorry, of the working population in Tobago. Now, everybody's afraid to speaking out in Tobago because many Tobagonians who are working for the THA who are working without contracts. And that's deliberate. So that anytime they speak out, they can cut them off. And that's what they do. Same crap with Sandals. Sandals do the same thing. They play around. They play you. They play us like all slaves. And that is what people don't understand. Right? Same thing in Antigua, same thing in Bahamas. They play the same game. Even though they lost the lawsuit over and over again in Bahamas, they're still able to play. They play the job game. And that's what they do. Right? And then you have no choice but to go along because all of a sudden now they're going to dump 5,000 people on you at the same time who are unemployed. That's how they play the game. We don't need that crap. What we need is a sustainable tourist model. And the issue we have with the people who are in office and the people who are supposed to design our so-called tourism master plan is a lack of creative intelligence. And that's where the issue lies. Excuse me. It's a lack of creative intelligence. We don't have people who have the real deep creative intelligence to say, you know what? Let's create our own model. How are we going to see things? How are we going to view things? Right? Lack of creative intelligence, lack of that daring imagination to say, you know what? This is how we're going to focus. This is how because you know what? Based on our space, this is how we're going to create our own tourism model. We don't necessarily follow everyone's model because by following everyone's model, you lose. Because then everything becomes cookie cutter. You don't want that. What you want is your own sustainable model. And the idea is one, yes, jobs, but jobs in terms of entrepreneurship. That means that if you create a tourism model, that money has to filter down. Yeah, you create entrepreneurs. The entrepreneurs create the jobs. A government not supposed to be creating jobs. A government supposed to facilitate the creation of the jobs by making the space available for the entrepreneurs to come in and create the jobs. That's how we do it. And that is how the money gets trickled down on a lower level. Because now, instead of spending $7 billion for Sandals, what they should have done is to fix the damn sea bridge, which they caused to fail. They caused it to fail. The air bridge, where I can't even book a ticket from Trinidad to Tobago from foreign. I can't do it. I cannot do it. And anybody who's trying to go from Trinidad to Tobago from foreign, you cannot book a ticket to go from Trinidad to Tobago. You got to go to Trinidad first or have a friend or someone who's in Trinidad or Tobago to book a ticket to you for coming from Trinidad to Tobago. Unless you know Caribbean Airlines, then you can probably do that. But most people are not aware of that. So when they're trying to book a ticket straight to Tobago, what they have to do is that they have to go to Trinidad first and then figure out how to do to Tobago. This is the issue. And if you take a line, come up here in foreign and try to book a ticket straight to Tobago, that will not happen. They'll give Port of Spain, but they'll not give Tobago. This is where the issue is. That's the bottleneck. We have dumb people in charge, and we have dumb people who's creating the policies. And because of their myopic, right, narrow-minded view, right, they are making all of us suffer. This is what the issue is, right? Over and over and over and over again, right? One small place Tobago called Castara. And they have this sustainable this ecotourism going on here right now. And that 90% occupancy right now. 90%. Why? Because they've banded together, and some of them are expatriates from other countries. And what they did is that they went and they start marketing that small area. And how they do it is guerrilla marketing. So instead of you going and get the big splash billboards that's out there and everything like that, what they have done is that they have gone and get the small penny savers brochures and everything like that, shopping guides that they have in German or in Dutch, or for the Dutch or for Sweden, and then the marketing small brackets inside there and everything like that. So because of that, what they have done now is that the people who normally have vacation for 30 days, they come straight there. I know they're gonna have an unusual experience that's different. So it's like the Tobago, the mantra for them is probably like Tobago, the way the Caribbean used to be, right? And that is what happened. That is how they're marketing. That's why they have that 90% strong occupancy. That's how they do their marketing. Serious guerrilla marketing. Here, the Trinidad Tourist Agency and the Tourist Agency not talking to each other and all that bullshit. So what happened is that the Trinidad Tourism, they go market on their own. Imagine, in one trade show, you have a Trinidad Tourism booth about one side and a Tobago Tourism booth all the way 300 feet away. This is the kind of bullshit that goes on inside there because they do not know how to be cohesive. This is the problem. And people no longer want that Sandals model anymore. They want the Instagrammable experience. That's what they're looking for. Something unique, something they could come back and say, you know what? Hey, guess what? This is a nice place here. I love this place here. And everybody say, oh, can I go there? And I say, yeah, you can. This is how I did it. So it's a kind of bragging rights kind of thing like that. And when the fool's talking about destination, it's all about destination marketing. You market the destination before you market any brand. Your destination gets marketed first. Look at Phuket in Thailand. It takes 3 friggin' days to get all the way across to Thailand in that little space. But they market the destination because of one person who like it, and from there they continue like that. So by marketing the destination first, right, you ensure that everything trickles down to the hoteliers, the small inns, the bed and breakfast, and everyone inside there, right? This is what happened. This is the issue that we have right now. Nobody understands this. They don't understand destination marketing and what it has. And in trying to be able together as a country, we have a lot to offer. We have a lot to offer on the tourism scale. It is that they don't want to see it. So the idea is that, you know what, Trinidad is not good for marketing. So forget Trinidad and let's focus on Tobago. Not understand that Trinidad has a lot of things to offer and to see and to experience. Probably even more than Tobago actually, right? But they will not do that because of the fact of that myopic thinking. And this is what happened. You want to create a whole different idea. And I know it's kind of weird because these are the same Trinidadians who will go and who created the carnivals up and down the eastern seaboard. And making money for Miami, and making money for Atlanta, and making money for Virginia, making money for Maryland, for Baltimore, making money, right, for England, right, making money for New York. New York brings in over $1 billion in revenue because of the Eastern Parkway celebration. And how much do we get back from that? Zip, 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 zip. Right? Thank you for your intelligence and your energy. You'll all say, but you get nothing back in return. And this is part of our issue. We're always creating something for everybody else to enjoy, and we don't get none of the benefits. But we're gonna address that. So as part of our plan is to start the marketing. We're going to start marketing our country. This is our country together, and we're going to start marketing our country. This is what we have. We have a lot to offer. But besides the tourism aspect of it, now we got, which is a big thing by itself, right? Now, there's also education tourism. And it's something my niece, Adula, told me, and she's right. Because at the time, Ross University in Dominica was trying to leave Dominicans and I want to go somewhere else. We never marketed them. Barbados won Ross Medical University. Now Barbados is getting 1,500 people, right, at that Ross Medical University, and they're bringing all the affiliates, the students, the professors, their friends who are coming there, and raw foreign exchange coming down and going down to the ground level. This is what we should be doing, education tourism. We're supposed to go to freaking universities and say, you know what, we will sponsor you guys just a ticket for your 50 members, who are doing their doctorate in, let's say, marine biology, right? That's always sponsoring. That's a ticket, and you have to come and stay wherever you want to stay. We stay down there. We have a list of places you want to stay, bed and breakfast, small hotels. We have small homes who open up, right, for 2 or 3 students. They make the revenue direct. They had foreign exchange directly. So while they stay there for the next 6 months to do their thesis for marine biology in Tobago, right, at the same time, the people down at the ground level, they get foreign exchange direct. And then they say, you know what? I want to go to a trip to Trinidad because I want to experience Trinidad. So they get across to Trinidad now, right? So now, the Trinidad leg now, because now we have no choice because we are one country. So now the people in Trinidad now, who are the bed and breakfast, who want to open their homes and everything like that. Yeah, we start to make deals with one another and everything like that. So now, the person in Trinidad now, who have like 3 bedrooms, hey, I have 3 empty bedrooms, they could use that, fine. So they end up getting more revenue. They end up getting foreign exchange now because they get paid directly in foreign exchange. And now they're seeing how everything's going on. And now after a while, as everything is circulated now and everything start working and how it's supposed to function, now the person in Trinidad said, you know what? I have 3 bedrooms, but this thing is making so much money for me. I need to expand to 5 bedrooms, right? When you expand this, so they will now spend money to get 2 more bedrooms to accommodate more students. And that is how you do it at the ground level. And then that same person may have a child or 2 who's going to college or university and everything. No, they'll need foreign exchange to get that. You don't have to go begging, prostrate to the banks to get just $200 friggin' US and everything that same money that belongs to them because that's part of the treasury money, instead is given to Nila Massey and Sabgai Industries to bring friggin' cars in at $34, $35 and $50,000 a pop US. Bullshit. That doesn't work. And that is how we plan to do these things in order to drill down the jobs and create opportunities and wealth opportunities. That's how we do it, to keep everything sustainable, right? You don't understand these things. It's not just about, well, some Sandals brand and you hedge all your bets on one brand. Screw them. We don't need them. And I don't care anybody say, we don't need them. If they want to come, they will come on their own. Let them come on their own with their own blasted money. And here's a big insult. The big insult, right after they pull out now, they have spent $250 million US of their own money to buy up 2 more hotels in Barbados. And some of their own money. They didn't use Barbados money. They used their own money. That's the insult. That's the insult, the double insult, right? And everybody want to come jam this down. But they don't understand how to be creative, right? In terms of the tourism, the intelligence. The creative intelligence are needed to filter down that foreign exchange. Because now, it does a body good, because once that foreign exchange is filtered down on the ground level, what it does now, some people are going to take some of that foreign exchange and switch it for Trinidad and Tobago dollars. And then what that does too is strengthen the Trinidad and Tobago dollar. So now what happens now is that you have more foreign exchange circulating in the local economy, 1. And 2, what it does is strengthen the Trinidad and Tobago dollar, because a lot of that foreign exchange is be lodged in the banks, and the banks are going to lodge it against the Trinidad and Tobago dollar. So now it's going to show us how much foreign exchange we have. So now the Trinidad and Tobago dollar gets strengthened. That is how you think. That is how you do things. Not only the same old bullshit, but but sandals and all kind of stuff like that, and sandals taking the money and all that money that they make, then they start to get the government. You know what? I know I owe you $80 million. The Antigua game. I know I owe you $80 million, but instead of only $80 million, I'll give you only like about $50 million instead, right? And they hold the rest of the money. BS. That's how we have to focus on our things. That's one aspect of it, and that's only one. On the ecotourism and the adventure tourism and everything like that, we can always do that. Like I said, even for Trinidad, do the total watching, right? The temple by the sea. We don't even know anything about that, right? These are kind of things we have to understand. Why we not promoting that? Why we not promoting it? I don't talk about crime. I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear about that because you know what, right? In Mexico, Cancun has a lot of crime around it, and that doesn't stop them, right? Mexico have a lot of crime and they do a big narco trade. So I don't want to hear that. There's ways to resolve all that. But the situation is we do not have people with the creative intelligence, and that's the issue we're having, right? It seems like trying to be a diploma mill. So everybody get a master's in tourism and doctorate in tourism, and who is Dr. Kaka and Dr. this and Dr. that. But at the same time, they do not understand how to take that information and manipulate that information and twist that information to suit us and create our own model instead of following everyone's model. And this is the issue we have, right? And it's a lack of self-confidence in ourselves. And that is why that famous writer V.S. Naipaul said we are mimic men. Yes, they're right. We are mimic men or mimic people because we have to mimic everybody else and don't understand how to create our own indigenous brand. We have what we have. Learn to create our own indigenous brand. What's the fear in that crap, man? Why we always walk with fear? Fear this, fear that, fear here, fear there, fear every damn thing, fear our own damn shadow. And this is what they like. They like the fear, right? And like I said, that's only one aspect. There are way more, right? So going back, that's why I'm saying book sense, right? This is what happened. Walk by fear, and not by light, right? So when someone going to tell you, here's a new initiative, like in Tobago, and I'm going back to Tobago experience. I apologize for that because it's what I really am familiar with, and so on. So sorry about that. But it's like in Tobago when they give someone a new creative initiative. You know what the first thing they do, and they want to get funded. They say, "Oh yeah, we look at it and everything like that." And then what they do, they get the base model, and they go to their friends and family and say, "You know what? I pay them from here. You know what? Look, this guy come with this good idea. Come on, come, it's yours, and I'll help fund you it." That's the game they play. Hello, Solar Derek, right? This is games they play. They lack stealing ideas, like all the Chinese have been stealing a lot of American ingenuity ideas. Same thing. They steal ideas down there, and they don't have that vision and that forethought to move forward with an idea because they've never built anything and don't know how to start thinking from the ground up and think constructively of how to create new ideas. They don't know. They know how to steal ideas and how to follow cookie cutter. And that's a lack of that deep intelligence. It's not there. It is not there. And what we need is people who can think crazily out of the box and what everybody say critical thinking is more than just critical thinking, right? It's a kind of a dynamic thinking where you can say, you know what? It's a great imaginative thinking where you can say, you know what if? Let's try this. Let's try this. And that's the genius of the American industry, of the American economy, is that it gives everyone the space to try new ideas and push forward with these new ideas. That's the genius of it. The kind of a can-do attitude, right? That's what makes them strong, because you know what? Someone may create a new idea, and then tomorrow someone will create an even better idea, and they'll get funded. That's why a lot of companies around the world comes to the United States to get funded, because of the fact that the financial angels, right, who finance a lot of ideas and stuff like that, are willing to listen to hear what these ideas are, and this is what happen, and get access to capital. But in trying to be able to get access to a lot of capital, and we all talk about divestment, right? When the money done, when you have lots of oil money, we don't think about it. And this is part of the issue. But even if you have no money in the treasury, there are ways and means of us to generate foreign exchange within 6 months to a friggin' year. We have so much ideas. We can move forward. If let's say the PP were to go into office and tomorrow we would have zero money in the treasury and zero money everywhere else and stuff like that, we have ways and means of still generating money on the ground and bring the hard foreign exchange within 6 months to a year. Believe me, it took us about a year and a half to work it out, right? But we have the plan in mind. Trust me on this, we have the plan in mind for that, right? And I'm just giving a little synopsis, right? Another one, we have biohacking. So biohacking means basically we're going to take biology, is biology. So you take the natural fauna and flora and we're going to create new compounds out of it. And the pharmaceutical industry is huge. It is so huge, right? Number one is alkaloids. Alkaloids is like cocaine, the painkillers that you know about and stuff like that. Many of them, right? There are many plants that are still undiscovered in Trinidad and Tobago, and we have not known how to utilize them. We have a career research center, but they do not understand how to take that and how to use new ideas like CRISPR and everything like that to go down to the DNA level and to go down to the chromosome level and create new alkaloids. We don't understand that. Even below your damn feet, right? Your soil has a lot of microbes that could be the new penicillin. How come we don't look into that? This is what I'm talking about. We have so much things that we can grab, and use and utilize and create new ideas, right? And then by doing that, we have more intellectual property. And then now you could take your idea now, and if you decide to sell it on the open market and stuff like that, you get $3 and $4 billion. Look at the Jamaican guy. He found out a new compound in the pharmaceutical industry, and they want to offer him $6 billion for it. $6 billion for it. $6 billion for it. Right? This is exactly what I'm talking about. $6 billion for over one idea, one compound. $6 billion they want to offer for it. Right? And we don't seem to understand that. Even though Trinidad and Tobago has one of the strongest what do you call it again? Can't bring to mind right now. Right? I have a brain fart. Anyhow, Trinidad and Tobago in terms of new ideas and everything like that, right? We have an agency right here in Trinidad and Tobago that Apple software, and Apple, the company, have used time and time again to shield their competitors from knowing what they have copyrighted or what they have patented. We have a patent office right here in Trinidad and Tobago. And the unique thing about the Trinidad and Tobago patent office is one of the few patent offices in the world where it's signatory to an agreement with the United States, Canada, England, and Germany, and Australia, that if you do a patent in Trinidad and Tobago, it's valid everywhere in terms of time and date and the patent itself. Everywhere. And that is why that's why Apple went when they did the Apple Watch, waiting they got it patented is in Trinidad and Tobago, they got it patented. You guys didn't know that, right? And the reason why they patent in Trinidad and Tobago, because the Trinidad and Tobago Patent Office is one of the most secure office in the world. So the Chinese can penetrate it. Because their system is air-gapped, meaning that there's no connection to the internet or nothing like that, and it's under the radar. And that is why Apple did almost like 3 to 4 patents right in Trinidad and Tobago to our patent office, because whatever is patented in Trinidad and Tobago is 100% valid in terms of the date and time stamp and the patent itself as the United States or Canada, and it's cheaper. People don't know these things. Take the damn patent office and utilize it. That's what it is there for. If Apple is using it and other large corporations are using Trinidad and Tobago patent office to go under the radar, we can do the same. And that is why they should be advertising. Here, you know what? Here's our patent office. We have done Apple. We have done this. We have done that. We have done that. Come to us, because you know what? It's secure and and they can't penetrate us. And this is how we do these kind of things. They don't tell us. They don't tell us these things. right? All they're doing is lying to us about this BS and that BS and that BS. And I have no time for the games. I got no time for the games. Is that we move forward as one people or we don't move forward at all? These are the ideas that we're supposed to be promoting and pushing out there. They don't tell us that. You're right. The damn right. They don't tell us that. That's what happened, right? You have a sons and daughters who doing degrees in engineering and all these different disciplines. Great. They come out, they can't find a job. Okay, this is what we're gonna do. Our plan is we're gonna go to all the different universities, all everywhere, every freaking where, and we're gonna have a co-op agreement with them where basically they're gonna create new industries. We're going to do research and development. We're going to bring the research and development to Trinidad and Tobago because we'll give them incentives to do research and development, right? So maybe free power for the next 3 years or something like that. We're going to do that, but we're going to structure the whole thing out anyhow. And they'll come with their research and development team, let's say in robotics, in artificial intelligence, right? They're going to do that, right? Or even in biohacking, and they're going to come here to Trinidad and Tobago. And then as part of that now, because of the fact, yeah, I know. Thank you. I gotta get some water. I'm talking so much. Yeah. So because of that now, what tends to happen now is that they're gonna come into Trinidad and Tobago and they're gonna bring their team and then they're gonna hire locals now. So when they hire the local people now who have the degrees in biology, chemistry, engineering, let's say electronic engineering, whatever it is, when they hire them, what happens now is that we're gonna have an exchange, a technology exchange. So now these same people are software development so now these same people who are our citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, they now have a technology exchange with this large research development company. Now what they'll decide to do now, right, is that they're learning enough and they're gonna go off and do a spin-off on their own. And when they do a spin-off on their own now, right, they create jobs and they're gonna create new ideas and everything, and they keep pushing the boundaries. That is how we move forward and we create that new sense of intelligence and everything like that, and we compete with the rest of the world because we can. And don't tell me we can't. Don't tell me we're stupid, right? That's why it's just a transfer of technology. That is exactly what we're going to have. A full transfer of technology, right? So now we're up to 21st century. So now, all of a sudden, now let's say I bring in Bayer Pharmaceuticals. And Bayer Pharmaceuticals came in to Trinidad and Tobago because we give them favorable options in terms of, all right, you guys going to consume a lot of power in terms of in doing research and development, but in exchange, you're going to hire 30 Trinidad and Tobago students who have bachelors in pharmacology or chemistry and whatever the case may be. And they're going to come in there, and those 30 students are going to be as part of research and development. Now, as they create now new patents, however you want to pronounce it, they produce it that. The Trinidad and Tobago government makes money off the patent itself. And then what happened? Now, these 30 students, out of 30, maybe you're going to have 10 of them or 5 of them decided that, you know what, I know a lot about this now. And I have a new way of looking at things, and I have a new way of creating another compound. And they'll spin off and they'll create their own company. And then for their company, they need more people. And then they hire more people coming off the universities. That is how you think. That is how you think. So all of a sudden now, because we have a highly educated workforce, becomes even more highly educated, because now the idea for everyone now is this competitive drive to create new industries. That is how we do it. And then all of a sudden now, there's a made in Trinidad and Tobago brand that comes in now. Like how Israel is number 5. I don't ascribe to all their policies, and I'll be very honest with you. But after I admire them for what they did, and Israel is number 5 in terms of cyber intelligence, right? A small country. They even beat up they're right under the United States, just under, right? And with a small population. This is how we take our deep intelligence and we translate it into revenue and to jobs and to creativity. And then all of a sudden now, everything changes now, because now we are known as this kind of a assertive kind of people who have great ideas and everything like that. And everybody start going after us. And then we go out there and we spin off more industries. And then we may go to Ghana and do the same thing and bring revenue back to Trinidad and Tobago. That's how you think. That is how you think. That is how you think. Don't go with the same stupid model. Forget all the Caribbean islands. Forget all of them. Every single one of them. Forget about them. Forget about them. You focus on our own country. Focus on what we have to do and what we have and our resources and our advantages, and how to take that advantage and move it into something that's tangible. That's how you do things. Right? Enough of this stupid, mundane plantation economy. Because plantation economy means that all you do, you take your extractive resources, you just your oil and gas, raw crude, raw gas, and you send it out. That's not how you do things. You take that's a plantation economy, and then per unit weight or per unit weight or per unit volume, you get less than if you take that same mineral or resource and convert it into something that's more finer, right? And something like that they can use immediately. Then the cost of it goes up dramatically, right? And I use one example, like in natural gas. Okay, we have natural gas in abundance, but what do we do in natural gas? And instead of us taking natural gas and keep burning it on the power plants and everything like that, we are taking natural gas, and we should have been the leader in natural gas battery systems, right? For the renewable energy. We never did that. We never did that. We never took advantage of that, because we should have done more research and development in natural gas. So therefore, we have our own team, and we go then we create our own system, and then we take our own system now because it is so damn good that we go every other country in the world will want it. So we patent our system and we sell it out to them, right? For them to use or to lease or whatever the case may be, and then there's a high cost attached to that, and then it comes back as revenue. That is how we do things. That is how you think. That's the way the intelligence comes in, right? Enough of the playing around and the games and the stupid sun, sea, sand, surf, and that's all we're good for, and we can wind back and all kinds of stuff. Forget about that, right? You want to move the country forward and build the 21st century? This is what we do. Open for competition. The banks and the central bank have some kind of collusion going on where only you could have 5-6 banks working, operating in Trinidad and Tobago, and they can't have enough banks coming in, right? Change all that. First thing we go into office, I ask is that give me the right to go in there in the central bank, and I fire all the asses up inside there. Fire every single one of them because they're holding back our country. Fire them. Change the rules. But all of a sudden now you bring more banks in. Because more banks in means you have more access to capital, and they bring them in and stuff like that. And overnight, the banks that change the rules. You see, all of a sudden the banks that change things. Or you know what? For the U.S. economy, for your U.S. bank account, we'll give it 12%. We'll get 10%. No more. You have to pay them. They pay you now, because now this is where the issue is that they're competing and being competitive. But you see, you'll have to understand this. And for a lot of UNC people and PNM people don't like to hear me say this, but both you all are the same. And not only that, is that what happens is that you have a plantocracy in the form of these big financiers, and they finance hedge bets on both parties. Same financier, same family. So one family member will go this party, another family member will go this party, and the hedge bets see who will win. And either or, they always get their money. But these same people, financiers, is what's holding back this country, because they're killing the innovation, and they're killing the drive, and they're including the corruption. And the corruption is what's destroying our country, because of the fact that 40% of our damn revenue are being lost to corruption. And they don't care, because they're all in a hard bid to manipulate and monopolize the our whole economy. That's all they care about. That's all they care. And our government willingly let them do it. Look at Rowley. If you take a look at Rowley, Neil and Massey, right? And Elias, $200 or something million for a friggin' Deadwood friggin' company, right? And then after they get to Neil and Massey, it didn't work crap about B-Mobile, because it didn't improve anything to them in terms of reliability. So we lost $200 million. Emily Elias go his way and everything like that, right? I'm sure what a backhand deal they have, right? Now we're left with nothing, right? And still retrenching people, right? Same thing with Petrotrin. Man, Petrotrin is so nasty. It's so nasty. I have to do a whole live by itself for Petrotrin, right? And it goes back, the genesis of Petrotrin failures and causes of what they bastards did, right? Went back to the PNM, and went back to Wendell Motley, and went back to all the people in PNM who have deliberately destroyed Petrotrin in order for their finances to pick up and make money. It's all about that. And these fools are killing our country. And in order for us to push forward, get rid of both of them. Get rid of both of them. So no more finances coming in up in here and dictating to us. Once you get rid of both of them, pay them and the UNC get rid of both of them, push them aside, then we can breathe a sigh of relief. Then we can move forward, and then our money can translate directly into our citizens. That's our money. That's our citizens' money. That's your money. What the hell need a massive controlling our money for? Or a boot controlling our money for? Screw that. And you look at these stupid leaders, right? And you look at them. Look at Bowley. Would you take a bullet for him? Look at him. Look at him. And tell me, and you look at him and the utterances, and he's just trying to be, right, a bully, right? Trying to be a bully, right? And I can see right through that fool, right? We don't need people like that. We need people to, in order to move our country forward, we need intelligent people, and not just book intelligence. Okay, I don't want to hear that neither, because all the professors and doctorates and all kind of stuff like that, look how sour our country is. No, we need people with that creative intelligence who are genuine love and who don't want to come and stick money in their pockets and everything like that. Like I told everyone, I don't want all the money. I don't want no trying to bring on money. I don't want that. I can't deal with that. I can't deal with that bad karma. I don't want that kind of. I don't want it near me. Don't bring that near me. I make my own money. All I want to do is have the ability to move my country forward, and that's it. Nothing more. Nothing more. Because you know when you drop dead, you can't take your money with you, right? Screw that. So we need to get rid of both of these parties. I don't want to hear about we split the vote. Well, you know what? That's a chance we take, and we're going to take that chance because we have to be daring and move forward, right? And from what I see last night, it was great. It was so great. Yeah, you're right. Honesty is the best policy. Ask these PNM or UNC fools, all have anything on me? Come up, come. See if you have anything on me. Come. I dare you. I dare them. I dare them, right? Because I'd rather be straightforward and honest than to lie to people and be considered a scumbag or a scam. I have no part of that nonsense. None. Right? So this is what we have to do. Right? We have to start changing our thinking. We are not our parents, we are not our grandparents. Our grandparents and parents, right, were brought up by grandparents and parents, right, who knew about indentureship and about slavery and everything like that. And this is what happened. So it colored their thinking and colored their views. So it was okay for them to have a semi-dictator like Eric Williams, right? Or Pandey, right? And everyone else, right? Or Maraj or any one of them who bring race and politics, who bring race into it and religion into it. They were brought up that way because they were so close to that indentureship and slavery. We are different now. We are thinking different now, right? So we have to see things differently now. So now, reject their idea. You love your parents, you love your grandparents, but at the same time, you are your own person. Reject what they're telling you and focus, right, on what you want for your children and what you want for the environment around you and your friends and family. How you can live your life like a normal human being, right? This is how we have to think. This is your time now. They thought for themselves. Your grandparents thought for themselves. They did the best possible based on what they have and what they know. Your parents did the same thing too, based on what they have. Their grandparents taught them and what they know. No, this is different now. We're rejecting Maximus leader. No more Maximus leader. No more I'm in charge and large and nobody can tell me what to do. No, bullshit. It's the people. Now we think different. We see different. We want different expectations, different outcomes. And we want to be up there where if I walk up, I can step up right now, walk away from here, and I can turn the water on in my tap. And I guarantee you water comes out. I don't think about it. I don't have to think about it. I don't have tanks around me. I have no tanks around me to say, well, you know what? I have to save water in case I don't have any water. I don't think about it. I don't think about the power. Right? Even if we have nasty storms here, when the power goes out, it comes back on within an hour or two. If you have nasty storms, but only because of Mother Nature and not because of the fact that I do load shedding here and load shedding there and everything. I don't think about the power. Right? Enough. We gotta stop thinking that way like our parents and our grandparents. That's learned traits and learned behavior. We are our own people now. Look at those who have children and your children in high school. Look at them in our primary school and in high school and in college and look at them. You spend so much resources on them, right? Getting to school, feeding them, giving them a uniform, giving them clothes, right? Giving them a safe environment for them to live and everything like, and for them to live, right? And all of a sudden, you're going to give up all that for them to live in our country where they have to hide behind iron bars for fear of being robbed or killed or raped, and no jobs and no opportunities because of the fact of how we voted, because we say, you know what, I want to vote for someone who looks like me and everything like that, and we share similar name pattern and all that bullshit. No. You're going to reject that for your damn children. Do it for your damn children if you don't want to do it for yourself. If you feel suicidal and you want to vote for the same people, that's all well and good. But think about your damn children. Right? If they're so precious and you spend so much money on them, think about them and think about their damn future. If you don't want to accept what I'm saying, think about your children. That's all I'm saying. And what the kind of future they'll inherit. Because when you're gone from this earth, what are you going to leave for them? All that money you make and all that money you bust your ass to make here, there, and every hustling here, hustling there to get what you're going to get, and you're trying to live in relative comfort, right? What about them? What are they going to inherit? A country where sub-grade industries are near and massive, and the Chinese coming in here, and they dominate everything, and your children have nothing. They end up with nothing, and their grandchildren end up with nothing. So therefore, and then what they have to do? Either leave or they suffer and die. Right? And then what happened to your gene pool? Your gene pool goes down because there's no successive gene pool that continues after you. And this is where the issue is, right? You have to think about these things. Think about that. Seriously think about that. How do you wanna see your children's lives and everything like that? Are you gonna leave it up to Rowley and the sorry. You're gonna leave it up to them to decide for you? Screw that. Not for these idiots or Kamala. No. She make her money. Look at her house. She and everybody make their money, right? $945 million at a beaten waste treatment plant, and it's only 40% finished. And the contractor SIS got over 95% of the damn money. And now he's happy in Panama, enjoying himself. But tell that fool from SIS, and I'm saying it right in everybody's face, everybody hear it now. The day we're going to get into office, and he feel because he's in Panama that is going to stop us from getting access to him because Trinidad and Tobago have no treaty with Panama in terms of bringing people back. Tell me he has something coming. I have my people, and the minute you get into office, we're gonna grab him and get him back to Trinidad and Tobago. Tell him watch his back. That's it. That's all I gotta say. So pray we don't get into office. Pray we don't get into office. Because everybody coming back. One after the next. One after the next coming back. One after. You stole money from this country, we're gonna get it back. Like on Nigeria did, right? When some of the leaders stole money, or the army stole money 25 years and had it in a Swiss bank, they got their money back. Same thing gonna happen. We're gonna get our money back. Let me enjoy the life now. Because you have the finances, you have the other finances and everything out, enjoying their money right now and hide their money here and everywhere. But we're going to get them back. Every one of them back. I guarantee that. Everyone from O'Halloran all the way down. Right? Do you know that when they were, during the 1990 coup attempt, when they had a coup, in Parliament at the time, they were debating of getting $12 million back from O'Halloran, and that is when the coup happened. In the middle of that, it was just like a damn either coincidence or design, either or, right? But the PM and the UNC have a lot, right, involved. I know there were a lot involved in that crap, right? Games. And like I said, please reject what your parents and your grandparents talk about. You are your own human, you are your own adult. Now, focus on what you need for your children and for your future. That's all I'm saying. Nothing more than that, right? And then we'll move forward for that. Anyhow, I'm going to wrap it up for now, right now. I mean, I have so much to say, so much to talk about, but I know it's kind of long, so I won't stay long with you guys and everything like that. But that's how we have to think. Our intelligence, who we are, what we have to define ourselves. The best time for Trinidad and Tobago was during the 1970s, because at the time, we were a new country and we were trying to define ourselves. Yes, we had the 1970 Black Power Revolution. Yes, we had that, right? Yes, we had the National Union of Freedom Fighters, which nobody ever talk about, right? Who were mad about how the country was going, but that's for another time, right? But yet we had Howard Laborde, we had the Laborde who circumnavigate the earth and everything like that. Daring Trinbagonians. We were more daring. We were daring people. We had this kind of that energy about us and that kind of daringness about us to go out there and explore the world and explore it and defy everything else and show everybody that, you know what, we're not afraid of being who we are and stand up for who we were, right? This is how we were in 1970s. We say we're shirt jacks or the guy by our shirts. So everybody had a shirt jack. We never jacking on that. It was mostly shirt jacks and everything like that. And we're defining ourselves then. And between 1985 and now, it's like we seem like we just lost. We just lost our sense of self of who we are and how we are on this earth on this earth. And the whole narrative changes. We don't like ourselves anymore. What happened? What happened in between? These are the fundamental questions we have to ask of ourselves. And it draws down back to how we think about ourselves. We are Trinbagonians, daring people, right? With that boundless energy that we have, that nobody can beat us when it comes to energy. And that creativity and that deep and that intelligence and everything that we start to harness and use it. And let's start punching above our weight like we used to. Instead of being right now this kind of enough is enough. Enough is enough. Move forward, think ahead, think of our energy and everything like that. And then from there, we start molding our country and seeing things in a different light and learn to appreciate who you are. Stop thinking you're here on a mission. Finish your damn mission. That's all I'm saying. You're here on a mission on this earth. Finish your damn mission. That's all. Right? And who don't like you, too bad. Tell them get a ticket, wait in line. There are 10 others ahead of you. That's all. All right? Nothing more than that. Keep loving yourself. I'm going to sign out now because, like I said, it's too long. So we're going to talk another time. Maybe next week, Sunday or next week, Wednesday, I'll do another live. And then I'll start going into details with other things. All right? Folks, take care. Love yourself. Be good to yourself. Bye-bye.